Test. Is this thing working? Ghost, tell me this isn't broadcasting to Shaxx's personal feed again. Last time he sent me a recording of him yelling, "Yes!" for 45 minutes straight.
I've double-checked the encryption. We're piggybacking on a long-dead Braytech uplink and bouncing it off a derelict Cabal signal tower. Should be safe.
Translation. If you're hearing this, congrats! You found the most questionable frequency in the system. Welcome, Guardians, to the Cloak and Echo, the only radio show brought to you by a hunter for hunters, and anyone else who likes guns, loot, and stories that definitely won't get me in trouble with the Vanguard.
That last part is debatable.
Ignore my ghost. They're just mad I used their shell to open a jar of spicy ramen sauce yesterday. But hey, if you're tuned in, you're either lucky or have questionable taste in radio frequencies. Either way, you're in for a wild ride across the system. No rules, no filters, just the kind of intel you won't hear in tower briefings. Let's kick things off with the news. First up, the Vanguard confirmed what we all knew. The Vex are still doing weird Vex things on Nessus. Warlocks are writing whole dissertations on the new time fracture anomaly. Meanwhile, hunters, we're using it to speedrun lost sectors. Who's the smart class now, Ikora?
Technically, the time dilation is dangerous.
Technically, so is jumping off the tower for fun, but that doesn't stop half the Guardians I know.
That's different. The temporal instability could potentially trap you in a recursive loop.
Yeah, but think of the loot per minute. 3 legendary engrams in 40 seconds is a new record. Worth the existential risk, if you ask me. Ooh, that reminds me. Word out of the EDZ says there's a new gang of Fallen calling themselves the Skyrust Syndicate. Apparently led by a dreg with a shank strapped to each arm, like knives. Stylish. Stupid. Classic Fallen.
They've been raiding Golden Age bunkers for something specific, not just the usual scavenging.
Right, and get this. My source says they're collecting pre-collapse batteries. For what? No idea, but I'm betting it's either going to explode or try to kill us. Or explode while trying to kill us.
Your source being the hunter you met in that bar who paid you with a rusty sparrow part?
Hey, Drifter vouched for him, sort of. He nodded in his general direction once. Yesterday I took a quick job in the Cosmodrome. Thought it'd be a simple shoot some hive, grab the loot, jet out deal. But nope. Turns out the hive are trying to grow a tree made of chitin and nightmares in a sealed bunker.
It's some kind of fungal anchor, possibly tied to the witness's corruption.
Yeah, I call it the Nope Tree. I threw a Nova Bomb at it. Impressive because I don't even have void powers. And it blinked at me, like eyelids on bark.
That's not anatomically possible. Trees don't have eyelids.
Tell that to the tree! It watched me the whole time. Creepy. Then it started making this weird humming sound like someone gargling while playing a theremin.
I detected unusual harmonic frequencies. They were resonating with certain neurotransmitters in nearby thrall. Could be a method of control or communication.
Whatever it was doing, it didn't like my golden gun. Set 3 branches on fire and the thing screamed. Not like a person scream. More like, you know when you step on a dreg's foot and they make that surprise chirp hiss? Like that, but slower and deeper.
I've archived samples for study. The cryptarchs will want to analyze this.
Moral of the story? Don't trust trees in hive territory. Or better yet, just burn them all down and ask questions later. Hunter problem solving at its finest. Tired of your pulse rifle jamming right when the Cabal war beast charges? Swing by the tower and let Banshee 44 tune it up. He may forget your name, but he never forgets a weapon. Upgrades, calibrations, and maybe a cryptic mutter about the good old days. All at Banshee's Gunsmith Services. Side effects may include a sudden desire to dismantle everything in your vault. And now, call-in corner. We ask Guardians to send us their burning questions. Let's take a few.
I should note that I've implemented a 5-second delay, just in case someone tries to broadcast tower security codes again.
That was one time, and technically it was Cade's fault. Anyway, first caller, you're on with the Cloak and Echo.
Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller? Is it true hunters just roll around until enemies get tired?
Absolutely. It's called evasion tactics. We studied it in the back of Zavala's patients. Next question.
You could have given a more informative answer about hunter mobility and strategic positioning.
Could have, didn't want to. Hunter secret techniques stay secret. Next caller.
I ate an engram. Is that bad?
Yes and no. Depends on your light tolerance. Was it at least an exotic?
Purple. Tasted like lightning and sadness.
Ah, legendary. Could be worse. Ghost, any medical advice for our Titan friend?
Engrams aren't meant for consumption. They're compressed data matrices containing matter patterns. But given Titan physiology, you'll probably be fine. Might glow for a few days.
On the bright side, you'll save glimmer on nightlights. Next caller.
My ghost keeps judging my fashion choices. Is there a reset button?
There is not.
Found the sensitive topic. Actually, try complimenting your ghost shell more often. They're vain little things.
Says the hunter who spent 3 hours adjusting his cape in the tower yesterday.
It's called style, ghost. Something you wouldn't understand with that basic shell. Last caller, make it quick.
Any tips for a new hunter in the Crucible?
Jump! A lot! Never stop jumping. If Lord Shaxx can still see your feet, you're doing it wrong. And remember, your true opponent isn't the other Guardians, it's gravity. Guardian, you work hard, slaying hive gods, resetting the Crucible leaderboard. Again, you've earned a treat. So head to Eva Levante's booth in the tower. Cookies, candies, and other mysterious baked goods that somehow power your super faster. They're holiday approved and traveler blessed. Don't ask what's in them. Just eat them and glow.
I've decrypted a data packet. Intercepted Cabal transmissions suggest Empress Kayatl is moving a fleet element back toward Mars. Not open war, but something stirring.
You know, I was going to make a joke about Kayatl's massive ships compensating for something, but last time I did that, 3 Cabal interceptors showed up outside my hideout.
That wasn't a coincidence. Your comm frequency was compromised.
Wait, what?
Moving on. The data suggests they're searching for something. Multiple excavation teams, heavy equipment, Psion divination units.
Mars already gave us Siva, Rasputin, and those tiny chocolate bars from the Braytech vending machines. What else could they want?
Unknown, but these transmissions were heavily encrypted, even for Cabal standards.
Sounds like good loot to me. Or certain death. Usually the same thing in our line of work.
I'm also detecting unusual Pyramidian energy signatures near their dig sites. This could be related to the Witness.
Great, just what we need. More cosmic horror. File that under problems for tomorrow's buddy. Before I go, here's a little wisdom from yours truly. Life as a Guardian's weird. One day, you're punching Hive in the face. The next, you're arguing over who gets the last exotic engram. But we're still here.
That's surprisingly profound.
I have my moments. Somewhere between my 15th death today and watching a kindergarten try to ride a fallen pike backwards, I realized something.
That you should be more careful?
No. That we're living the strangest, most beautiful second chance the universe has ever seen. I mean, think about it. We died once already. Everything after that? Bonus round.
You never talk like this around other Guardians.
That's because I have a reputation to maintain. Can't let people know there's actual thoughts happening up here.
Your secret's safe with the, hundreds of listeners.
Look, all I'm saying is, between the cosmic gods trying to erase us and the Vanguard's weapon balancing patches, we're still light bearers, champions, chosen. We're still fighting.
And sometimes failing.
And sometimes winning. And sometimes just standing on the tower, throwing ourselves off the edge for fun. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Not even for Cade's old cape.
Now I know you're being sincere.
And sometimes, just sometimes, we're a bunch of resurrected weirdos doing our best to save humanity while collecting cool guns. And that's enough. This is Buddy, the Guardian, signing off. You've been listening to the Cloak and Echo. Same weird time, same questionable frequency.
You actually completed a broadcast without causing an interplanetary incident. I'm impressed.
The night is still young, Ghost. Don't jinx it.
The encryption is dropping. We should wrap this up.
Right. Until next time, Guardians, keep your cloaks dry, your knives sharp, and your excuses ready for when Zavala asks where you've been.
Speaking of which, there's a message from the Vanguard about an unauthorized Sparrow requisition.
And for anyone from the tower listening, I definitely didn't steal that Sparrow. Mostly.
Here we go again.
Darlings, listen up. When the universe is ending for the 5th time, you might as well look fabulous. Tess Everest invites you to Eververse, where style is eternal and shaders are forever out of stock. Glamour, glitter, and gear that sparkles brighter than your ghost's personality. Eververse, because function is boring.